Well, we are Hex, known as the Hacker Exchange. We bridge the gap between traditional education and the rapid changes in tech through work immersive entrepreneurial programs. We're usually traveling around the world. These are some of our locations, obviously not at the moment. We are often based out of Singapore, in Tel Aviv, over in the Bay Area, in Silicon Valley, and of course here in Melbourne as well. We have a number of academic partners, and we've recently won some awards for our virtual programming. We're on a mission to build the capacity of the next generation, and we create and launch high impact, globally competitive companies that create lasting economic and social value, which is why we are here to celebrate some of those amazing companies. What a week it's been. So over the course of pretty much 4 days, it's 5 days because it's a sprint, but it's been pretty much 4 days. We have had an amazing group of people from all around Australia and New Zealand participate in our Hex 5.5 sprint program. So we've gone from ideation to pitching. We've heard from founders, guest speakers. We've done rapid prototyping, growth hacking, and everything in between. It's been an exhilarating and a little bit exhausting 5 days, but we've managed to pull it together, and in such a short period of time, going from the first concept of an idea all the way to pitching here today. So I would also like to welcome our absolutely amazing judges. I'll give a short introduction, but then I am going to throw to you and ask for what you might be looking for from some of the pitches today. I'm going to start with Ian Wong. So Ian's passionate about donut economics and applying systems thinking and digital transformation and social and environmental impact. So we have a lot of the Hex 5.5 group that are very socially minded. I think you're going to like them. He's involved at the executive and board level at an impact not-for-profit organization and is interested in complexity theory, emergent strategy, and lean impacts and startups. Ian, what would you be looking for from the pitches today?
Well, for me, it's really, do we understand the problem? Do we understand what value we're delivering when we solve that problem? And how do we affect the triple bottom line or drive the triple bottom line by solving that problem?
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ian. And next we have Amanda Derham, if you want to give a little wave here. So Amanda is a venture partner at Significant Capital Ventures. She's worked in everything from strategic business development, government relations, digital media, corporate governance. I could go on and on and on and on. She has said that her superpower is continuing curiosity, which is a fantastic superpower to have these days. She's curious enough to spend her Saturdays here meeting the next generation of founders and leaders. Amanda, what are you looking for out of the pitches today? Oh, you are on mute. It's going to happen a lot, don't worry.
Sorry. The comings and goings, I don't want you to amplify my personal life. I'm looking for the innovation. Is it new? Is it approach that that brings something new to the table? And how ready are you to scale up? Because we are fabulous in Australia at the 1 to 4 NASA tech level research through universities, but it's the 5 to 9 process of the team scaling up. So where are you on that NASA tech level, and what steps are you ready to take?
Fantastic. Thank you so
much.
Thank
you for having me. Delighted to be here.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're incredibly happy to have you here, Amanda. Next on the line, we have Kyle. So Kyle Turner is the CEO of Pearly. If you want to give a little bit of a wave, Kyle. So in a past life, he was a public health academic. He at the University of Melbourne. He's also followed a PhD in epidemiology at the University of Oxford. So, you know, very interested in the times that are happening at the moment. But he is the CEO of Pearly. Make sure you download their app and check it out. It's pretty cool. I hear there's some great videos online too. He's published widely on the burden of chronic diseases with a heavy focus on prevention. Kyle, as a fellow founder, here to represent everyone that's just gone through the process here, what are you going to be looking for out of the pitches?
Hi, everyone. Really happy to be here. I want to know who your power users are. I want to know who are the people that can't live without your product.
Fantastic. All right, thank you, Kyle. Now, let's have a quick welcome from our most fabulous, wonderful co-founder of the Hacker Exchange, our CEO, our fearless leader, Jeanette. Would you like to officially welcome and kick us off?
Sure, nice to be here. Can you see my video or are you seeing Kyle's? Anyway, it's nice to be here. I'm Jeanette Chia, co-founder of Hacker Exchange. We get out of bed in the morning because we think we need a new generation of leaders and founders and innovators and people thinking bravely in the future of work, because let's face it, you guys have to help us save the world a little quicker. Really happy to be here today, and it's been so short, this particular sprint, so really proud to see how you've developed from Tuesday to Saturday, and excited to see the outcome. Thanks, Jess.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a massive few days, that's for sure. And a group that may not have necessarily had a background in entrepreneurship and innovation. So they've come from a super diverse academic background. We have master's students, MBA exec students, we have PhD students, and we have, first and second year bachelor students on the line as well. So we're all about diversity. We love a diversity of thought, interdisciplinary backgrounds, and bringing together a wide variety of people from all over the world. And that's why we're here, because we want to hear from you. So without further ado, we want to get started. Woo! Hex 5.5 Demo Day. I hope you're all ready, waiting. I believe you have the order, so we know who's coming up first. Let's get started. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'd like to welcome to the stage our very first pitch. Andy is going to kick us off. So can I welcome Andy to the stage, please? Here we go. All right, Andy, we're just making you co-host. And as soon as you're co-host, you can turn your video on. Now, Andy's going to have 3 minutes to pitch. There will be 2 to 3 minutes of questions after that, and then we will demote him back into the audience. So Andy, can I hear you?
Hi, hi, hi.
Hello, fantastic. And I can see you and I can hear you. So when you're ready to go, let me know.
Just getting my screen share up to scratch. I'll close that. Okay, 3,
Excellent.
2, 1, let's go.
Go.
Sorry. Okay.
No,
sorry, I had a bit of a tech issue there. All right.
No. That's usually my countdown. I was just impressed that you did it. All right. So 3 minutes. I'm going to give you a 30-second warning. Well, you've got 30 seconds to go. And Andy, over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey innovators, my name's Andy and I'm here today because when it comes to the food landscape in Australia, we consumers have got a bit of a problem. Now, we all know the customer comes first, but when it comes to how our groceries find their way onto supermarket shelves and onto our plates, we consumers have very little choice in this process. With dietary needs or health goals or whatever it may be, consumers need choice. Case in point, why does this muesli bar contain milk protein? And why can't my lactose intolerant friend consume it? So what exactly is the problem here? Big supermarkets decide what goes onto shelves. All the different FMCG companies, that's fast-moving consumer goods, pitch their products in the hope of getting their products out there. Manufacturers rely on big data firms to tell them what's trending instead of just talking to their consumers, especially in the food segment. I'm here today with my startup called NPD Democracy. So what is it? It's a new model that connects manufacturers to their consumers directly. How does it work? It's real simple. Pretend you're a brand manager developing a new muesli bar. We send your target consumers a sample of your muesli bar prototype in the mail in anonymized packaging with an ingredients list and nutritional info, and that's it. They sample the product, they give their honest feedback, and you get the results to fold back into your new product development cycle. I did some chatting to some brand managers and market research peeps and found some interesting take-homes around what conventional market research gets wrong. Market research tends to focus on packaging and branding rather than what's in the actual packet. It's usually resorted to when you're trying to fix an unpopular product rather than the actual planning stage. And actually getting consumers in to give real feedback on a tester product is actually quite expensive. So who's going to participate in this? The reality is that consumers are more engaged now than ever before. I ran a spot survey on Facebook that got just under 100 respondents, and this was the main takeaway. Consumers care about what's in their food, and are pretty happy to engage with manufacturers if it means getting a high quality product out there. So how are we going to pay for it? Consumers get a small reward for helping out, and manufacturers pay a fee per participant, which covers postage, incentive money, and leaves a big chunk left over for our operations. Right now, a focus group of 20 people can run you back 15 to 20K. In this new model, say you charge $250 per participant, give them all a $20 gift card and pay $10 postage. The gross margin is $220 per participant, and for $15,000, you can reach 60 people. For $20,000, that climbs to 80 people. So what's the plan? I'm Andy Guthrie. I've been in FMCG for 3 years, and I'm the founder of NPD Democracy. Now, I need some entrepreneurial people with skills in market research and business development who might be interested in this project. If you know anyone like that, drop them my dates because I'd love to meet them. Let's democratize our grocery stores together. Thank you very much.
Andy, what a way to kick us off. Well done. I'm going to head over to the judges, 2 to 3 minutes of questions. Who would like to start first? Amanda, Kyle, or Ian? Kyle, I see your hand up first. Over to you.
Oh, sorry, Amanda. That's great. Andy, that's a genuinely good idea. I really like the anonymized packaging. One question is about the transport of food safely. How do you do that?
So at the moment, it would have to be scaled down to only ambient grocery items and potentially also UHT products at this stage to see if it's a viable market research option to start with. And we'd have to start with shelf-stable products until some growth could be achieved. And once some success could be found with the business model, we could potentially look into cold packs or things like that. Which would obviously have geographical limits. So some more research is needed in that space. But for the majority of what's in a grocery store, you know, that part in the middle, it could be transported in the mail. And Ozpost does up to 5 kilos for $10 within Australia. So it's pretty viable in my opinion.
Okay, Amanda, over to you.
The products would need to be reasonably generic, I'm thinking, because recruiting people with specific tastes, that's more targeted marking. So it'd need to be, and I'm not suggesting loo paper, but that sort of generic thing, something that everybody uses rather than to gain some traction and so to understanding.
So it's a really good point. So yes and no. Essentially, it could be limited. It could be expanded to anything you would find in a conventional grocery store. So if something goes out to a consumer, right, let's say a few people, 200 people are picked off our list to receive a product that a firm's trying to get consumer feedback on during NPD, the brand would be anonymous, because what I found when I was talking to people in the field was that a lot of companies are concerned about their IP and people breaking their non-disclosure agreements. So if you send something out to a consumer and they say, I'm not interested, that is... that itself is feedback, right? Sorry, Jack's doing the...
I'm sorry, I have to put you up there. I know that you could talk for the next half an hour about this. I've heard you talk about it for the last few days, but I'm really sorry. We are at time. We need to keep moving to the next person, but well done.
Thank you all very much.
Those questions. Well done, Andy, for kicking us off. Congratulations. I'll get you to stop your screen share, and then we will send you back into the audience. All
Good
right.
luck, everybody.
Thanks, Andy. Bye. And while the judges are putting in their final scores, I am going to welcome Jared to the stage. Jared, we are just making you co-host now. As soon as you're co-host, you'll be able to share your screen.
Yep. It says here that, okay, now the video's working. Right. So,
Okay.
Yep. I'll just
So
be
if you want
sharing
to
my
get your
screen.
screen share ready, we can hear you and can see you. All right. There we
Yep.
go. Now,
Okay.
Don't start just yet. We'll just get the okay from the judges. And okay, so thumbs up from Kyle, thumbs up from Ian and Amanda. Fantastic. All right, Jared, over to you. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jared, a young second-year Bachelor of Software Engineering student at the University of Auckland. Aging Oh, okay. Aging population is a growing problem, and as aged care facilities are becoming filled up to capacity, more and more families are opting to have their parents stay at home with them. Now, put yourselves in the shoes of a busy professional. Imagine sitting in your office, planning with your colleagues your company's next biggest project worth millions of dollars. It is so important that you immerse your whole day into it. You were receiving calls, but instead of picking them up, you texted them, promising you would call back. You come home late that night to find that your mother had a fall earlier in the day. You feel so guilty not picking up the calls earlier. You promise that she will be looked after, but being very busy at work, you begin to scour the internet to look for the best caregivers, only to find yourself spending so much time at different agencies' websites. Now, after several hours, you eventually shortlisted candidates from different agencies, but comparing them is not a straightforward process because the agencies present them differently. Eventually, you hire the best caregiver that suits your mother's needs. Getting in touch with her, though, it involves calling her, which she may not pick up at all times. This by itself is a time-consuming process. The recurring theme here is that time can be lost at every step of the way. Allow me to introduce Elder Care, your one-stop shop for all your seniors' needs. Through the Elder Care platform, the process of hiring a healthcare worker is simplified. Elder Care is a platform that centralizes information on different healthcare workers for hire. Now, it is easier to find, compare, and contact healthcare workers. Just open our app or website, create an account, enter your seniors' details, and start finding people. Once you have hired 1 or 2 caregivers specializing in different needs, use the app to convey information to them. You can also track your parents' health, book appointments, and do many more senior-related tasks all in one app. The target market for this platform would be professionals who live with their parents. Healthcare professionals and workers can also advertise their services through Elder Care. The people I have interviewed all agree that it is difficult to find the best caregivers today. One has no idea how to begin looking for them. A medical student tells me that about 95% of the elderly will develop some condition at some point so that they need the attention of healthcare workers. To earn revenue, this business will take a cut from income earned by healthcare workers and agencies that use Elder Care. Designed to appeal to families with seniors, agencies will recognize this trend and advertise their services through our platform. We can also charge agencies for using other services that we offer, such as patients being able to give tasks through the app. Finally, premium services can also be offered, such as highly individualized support that grows the wealth of both the healthcare agencies and Elder Care. This trend is only expected to grow in the future as more seniors opt to stay home and demand for healthcare services increase in an era of aging population. So why me? Because I'm a software engineer, more specifically a student, and I will fix any problems that I see. To succeed, partnerships with healthcare professionals and workers will enable me to kickstart this platform. Marketing people are also needed, not only to do more market research, but also to gain publicity. Finally, more technical people will be needed to run a service, create our website, and build our client-facing apps. Thank you for listening.
There we go, Jared. I don't think there was a single breath in there. Congratulations and well done. What an area to go into. Obviously a huge need for the future. Ian, Carl, Amanda, who has their first question for Jared? Amanda, over to you.
Fascinating two-sided marketplace. How will you recruit the healthcare workers and vet them?
Right. Okay. So for recruitment of healthcare workers, it's really about publicity. So I might go to those healthcare institutions or to even the existing healthcare agencies, try to partner with them, try to strike a partnership with them. And for vetting, okay, so there are actually 2 types of healthcare workers I've looked into. The first one are those who work for agencies. So they would already have some certifications to prove that point. But there's also the freelance caregivers / nurses, right? So that's a bit more of a difficult area, but I have a review or rating system in the app so that like customers can give feedback to them. And then they're also required to upload certain certifications like police certificates, and that this has been, for example, vetted by the Justice of the Peace in the case of New Zealand context. Yep.
Great. Thanks, Jared. One final question for Jared. Ian, Kyle, anything here? Kyle, over to you.
No, just great presentation. I love that you're a software engineer. And it's a huge market, particularly with the Royal Commission. I know a few investors that are interested in the aged care space. So yeah, please keep going.
Thank you.
Well done, Jared. What a way to kick us off. A first couple of strong pitches here. Jared, I will ask you to stop sharing your screen while the judges are putting their final notes and tallying their scores in the spreadsheet. I will like to ask Ahmed to the stage. So we'll be bringing Ahmed up next. Okay, now Ahmed, I see you're here. We're just making you co-host.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Now, if you want to start your video.
Okay, just a second. Hi, everyone.
Excellent. We can hear you and we can see you. So if you want to share your screen.
Just a second. Sorry, glitch. Sharing screen. Can you see my screen now?
Not just yet. You need to press the share screen button.
Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. All right, you're giving the judges extra time for comments for Jared. All right, looking good. We are seeing.
Yes, sorry again on this.
Okay.
Let me reshare again.
All right, and to let everyone in the audience know, after Ahmed, we will have Triada. So after Ahmed, Triada, get ready.
Now, can you see my screen full?
Yes, we can. All good. So thumbs up. Kyle, Ian, Amanda. All right, we're good to go. Ahmed, are you ready?
Yes,
Awesome.
let's go.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
I met Fatma. Fatma is a 32 years old mom. She's just immigrated here to Australia, married to Ali, 37 years old. They came here, they're searching for work, and now they want to put her Lily, her blessed Lily, into a childcare. It's frustrating, it's daunting, she cannot, and she doesn't have help. So I totally understood that, because being a parent, just a migrant with 2 kids, 9 years traveling, and becoming a BDM and product manager, solution consultant. So I solve problems every day. Let me welcome you to Candies. I'm Ahmed, and I'll introduce you to Candy. So when I checked out internally with a few other parents, they all needed the same help that Fatima's requesting. And checking also with childcares, they cannot reach up to those parents who need actually empty spots for their childcares. And Fatima just confirmed that, all right, it costs me around $100 per day, because each day I'm missing and keeping Lily with me at home, it's costly. So Kindies will solve this problem for them. It's a simplified, it's two-sided digital platform. It will simplify the experience for the parents. It will be able to book them empty spots for their kids, or even in advance if they want to. And it will also increase the childcare's revenue and will fill their empty spots. Now, Candy is simply an application, and it feels really good knowing everything is sorted out for everyone. You can immediately book. You can also in advance put your child on a waiting list, and simply compare, search, select. That's it. It's as simple as that. You can also visit some visits if you want. There is money in the market, yep, targeting more than 1,000 childcares and more than 136K of parents. And we are different from the market, having with a mobile app, and we're actually booking and an AR technology. Now we are growing. Yes, word of mouth, online booking are required at the beginning, with a fixed rate cost with 25 per spot for a childcare as a childcare cost. So simply, let's make Lily meet her new friends by connecting me to providers, for childcare providers, and some tech gurus as well. Thank you.
Okay, Ahmed, well done. Who has a question for Ahmed? Ian, over to you first.
I don't know. I guess my assumption is it's a supply constrained market. and that spots come up and they get filled very quickly, which means how are you linking to understand when there's supply available and then trying to match it with demand? So what's your plan in terms of finding that constrained supply?
The constrained supply, that it's actually there will be the customer experience that we'll be doing on the mobile app will keep the parents coming over and over again, because it's not only about reserving and the growth of the immigrations that's happening in Australia and targeting them with our social media and online advertising, because that's the first acquisition step that I need to do.
Yeah.
This will keep the flow going on into the application.
Yeah, okay. So I was thinking more the supply side, not demand side. I know there's tons of demand for spots. I'm thinking
Yes.
there aren't enough spots for the number of people who want spots. So how are you going to find out that there's a spot that's available?
That's because the childcare will actually, that's the multi-site part of it. The childcare will advertise their empty spots for all of their age in their ages in my site. So people will go know if there's an empty spot or not and in which age actually. And there is another exposure advertisement part that will happen for marketing the childcare overall.
Okay.
Thanks, Ian. Final quick question. We've got about 15 seconds left. Amanda or Kyle?
How will you talk to disappointed customers?
Disappointed from the childcare service or from the system?
Disappointed customers who haven't been able to get the childcare spot that they need. How will you talk to them?
This is a physical booking, so before they go for in the search prototype, they will see if there's a booking, a place, an empty spot there or not. And when they click it, they will be booked. It's not like I'm sending them an email telling them, can you book him? No, it's reservation. So that will be a direct integration with some payments integration as well with the childcare. So there will not be some sort of a waiting list. They can do that. Maybe you in 1 year, you just went to the system.
I know. I was waiting for Jeanette any second to come up. I appreciate that, Ahmed. Great question, Amanda. That's it. We're at time. Well done, Ahmed. You're finished. You did it. What a crazy few days you've had. You can start to think about getting some sleep later tonight. So
thank you.
Thanks, Ahmed. I will get you to turn your video off while I welcome our wonderful next future Hexie to the stage. Can we have Trietta to the stage, please? Trietta, when you get here, we will make you co-host. As soon as that happens, you'll be able to turn your video on. And that should be now. Excellent. So I can see you. Do you want to test your mic and I'll test I can hear you?
Hello, testing.
Yes, wonderful. Okay.
Great. Hello, everybody.
If you want to share your screen.
Yeah.
There we go. All good.
Okay.
A thumbs up from all the judges. Great. Thumbs up from everyone. It's going to be over to you. So Trietta, over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon. My name is Trietta Papadimitri and I'm the CEO of CNXN, a business that drives impact investing by connecting corporates with not-for-profits. I'd like to start with a quote from Zhang Yu. The survival and growth of a company is the same thing as its social responsibility. About me, I have worked in fundraising and community engagement for 5 years at universities. I have experience as an economist in government and in banking. I am an MBA executive candidate at RMIT, and I have a passion for engagement, making connections, and acting with a social purpose. My experience and studies means that I can operate in both the for-profit and not-for-profit spaces. So let's face it, millennials and Gen Z are just not interested in the same purchasing and investing decisions that their parents made. They want to know that their dollar is making a difference and creating returns. Corporates are also realizing that acting ethically and sustainably is not just the right thing to do, but doing the right thing is profitable. Not-for-profits do amazing grassroots impactful projects that can be leveraged and scaled with more financing. The problem I've identified is that these players don't always speak the same language. In addition, we are increasingly seeing urgent environmental and social problems that need attention, and people are getting tired of waiting for governments to step in. Corporates have the cash and the incentives to make the difference. Allow me to present to you CNXN, a go-between or broker between corporates and not-for-profits that will align values, goals and interests with amazing projects that are already out there, increasing and measuring social capital and community engagement while creating a positive impact. So how it works, the key parts of the business are to build relationships with corporates and NFPs. This includes a vetting process and understanding the social purpose and values involved. I would join the dots and make the connections between the projects and the partners. I would also build a database of projects, including the collection of data to build a scalable AI model in the future and to communicate the impact of the projects in business language, such as articulating the value of impact investment on a company's balance sheet. Through this business model, I would develop the IP for identifying opportunities and measuring success. In terms of financing, I would be looking to take the corporates on as clients and take a proportion of the partnership and a brokering fee. For the market fit, the not-for-profits I've spoken to have said that there is a real need for this, that they lack the skills, the knowledge and the time to do this type of work. They need somebody who can speak in business language and communicate the impact. And there is a consultant who has currently done this and so this proves the concept and shows that there is an opportunity for growth. For corporates, this would be the next stage of my research. I'd like to develop a better understanding of how they currently do CSR and how they want to understand the impact of projects. My desktop research has shown that there is evidence of CSR being beneficial to improving profits and social capital.
3 minutes.
Oh, what I need.
You can
Just
have
one more slide.
You can have the slide there, and if we have a really nice judge, that might be one of the questions. So we'll see. Ian, I definitely saw you nodding there a few times, so I might head to you first if you have a question for Triada.
Yeah, so I understand the problem. It's a problem that we have as I've founded a not-for-profit, and it's very difficult to get funding. So we're always looking funding and trying to grow through the corporate sector. I'm trying to understand the value proposition for the corporates and how that links to the millennial segment. You kind of introduced it up front. Can you explain that a little bit more?
So it would be about the thing that came to mind, or the thing that sparked this kind of thought, was the reputational damage that happens to corporates if they don't take this into consideration and the risks that they face. So the big one is the Rio Tinto and what happened with the Indigenous community out west. And the damage that they've done to their brand as a result. And the opposite is companies that do this well and can can gain social capital by doing so. So they gain a reputation. But yeah, I think that some companies do it well. I can find examples overseas, but I haven't found many locally.
And finally, one more question. Greenwashing is a big issue. How would you prevent greenwashing? Or social washing, where the destruction on one side in the business model, and what we try to do is we put lipstick on the proverbial pig, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Like a big one is reconciliation action plans, where companies would tick a box and do very tokenistic work. The difference would be is connecting to not-for-profits that are really driving that on the ground grassroots movements and skipping the red tape and the bureaucracy in between, so that you are driving impact.
Okay, all right. I know that you could talk about this together for a long amount of time, but unfortunately we've only got 2 to 3 minutes. So well done, Triada. All done. Thank you, Ian, for some wonderful questions. Thank you for having the slide up there with what you're looking for as well. I think we all got a great look at that. Congratulations, Triada. You did amazingly well. Next, we have a fantastic Hexie. Kartik to the stage. I can see that you're here now and we can see you. Wonderful. We can hear you. And if you want to share your screen, we will get moving.
I can do that. Let me know if it's there.
It is there. We just need it in presentation mode.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect.
Good.
All right. So I'm just going to get a thumbs up. Amanda, we're good to go. Ian and Kyle, I'm going to assume that you're good to go. I can't see you. Oh, double thumbs up. There we go. All right, Kartik, over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kartik. I'm the founder of Pigeonus. Pigeonus is a software as a service which aims to connecting people with similar interests around you to enable them to co-create. Well, I found about this problem when I met Matt Coles. Matt Coles is a technical account manager at AWS Melbourne. He is really passionate about filmmaking. Though he's been in Melbourne all his life, he finds it impossible to meet other filmmakers around him. Well, let's be honest, we are human beings. We work better with other people. We create better life experiences with other people. Well, this problem was important to me on a personal level as well because COVID left me disconnected. I'm a developer and it was impossible for me to meet other developers. I tried establishing a community called Student Developers Melbourne, but then I realized this problem is way bigger than I thought. I embarked on a journey to connect people, but better this time. Well, Pigeonist is an app in which you sign up, fill in your interest. The AI finds people around you with similar interests. You connect with these people, use our collaboration tool to collaborate and create something bigger, better, and progress in what you like. Well, this is something what Pigeonist might look like in the future. One really interesting thing which I found in my market research survey was that 63% of people agree that this product will fit in their daily life. I like to describe Pigeonist as a comment in my market research survey, which is imagine Instagram meeting LinkedIn and they had a baby. Thanks, Harry. Well, also one interesting thing which I saw out of the market research of 25 people I did, these are the people who had matching interests. These people are in Melbourne right now, and these are potential customers. Well, I need to be sure. I organized a group called Student Developers Melbourne. I made an event which is happening on 12th of April. It's called Project Partner Finder. In the span of 3 days, we had 18 people who signed up. These are 18 potential users of the app out of a group of 189 people. Well, how do we make money? We make money by paid ads, as we are going to attract a lot of social population. Users can unlock special features like collaboration tools and special filters through a small subscription fee. I'm also looking forward to collaborate with other universities. Where we are at now, RMIT Activator has shown interest in this product. I'm on the process of bringing on board a co-founder with me. Well, I believe in the fact that every idea is inherently bad, but the founder is what makes it great. I am passionate about this problem. That's why I'm the best person to solve this. I'm 19 years old, which means even if I hit a bump while solving this problem, the consequence of that would be minuscule. I'm a software developer. That means home growing this software would be easier for me, and to be self-funded for as long as I want would be an option. Well, I'm looking for a co-founder who is as passionate as me. I'm also looking for advice, connection, and maybe later on when I develop this app for funding. Well, I think it's time. Let's get out there, let's unite, and let's create a nest. Thank you.
Oh, well done, Karthik.
Thank you.
I love that final slide too. Fantastic. All right, who has some questions for Karthik? Amanda, Kyle, Ian, just raise your hand up. Kyle, over to you.
Great presentation. I'm going to steal the confetti last slide idea. That's fantastic.
You see that the pigeon thing they met?
No, that's really good. So just to fully grasp the concept, it's a platform to connect people for a specific project. Is that right?
Yep. So people around in your neighborhood right now who might be interested in songwriting, let's say, you collaborate with them.
I think it's a really cool idea.
Thank you.
Something like that doesn't exist. Have you checked the competitive landscape?
There is not a big competitive landscape. People use Facebook right now as of we are talking, but Facebook was not built for this. Facebook is built for people who you already know to connect with.
Yeah, cool. No, well done. Keep it going.
Thank you so much.
Kyle, Amanda, or Ian, any questions for Karthik? Amanda, over to you.
So your customers, your existing customers who've indicated they want to use this, what's the most important part of it for them?
I think the most important part is the enabling them, that the value proposition which is going to add that, okay, I can believe in this app. This is an app which has the mission statement of connecting people with similar interest, that I can go on this app, I can find another filmmaker, and I can start a YouTube channel with them right now.
Now I am going to have to leave you there because we are at time, but great questions. Thank you very much.
Thank
Karthik,
you so much.
Well done. And again, the confetti, phenomenal. What a touch.
I'll do it again.
Oh, once again. I'm going to have to steal that, I think. I need to figure out how to do that. So, all right.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karthik. Okay, next up to the stage, can we please have Miles? So I'm looking forward to having Miles tell you about his idea. It's something he's been working on for a little while. Well done, Kartik. Head down into the attendees, enjoy yourself, take a deep breath out. Miles, I see that you're here. If you would like to turn your camera on, and we can see your screen as well, perfect. So we need your camera and we need you off mute.
Is everything good?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, what a wonderful t-shirt you're wearing, Miles. Very
Yeah.
nice. Representing the Hex brand. Awesome. Okay. Thumbs up from Kyle, Ian, Amanda. Good to go. Miles, if you're ready, thumbs up. Cool. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi guys, my name is Miles and I'm the CEO of Perfect Chip, which is a company making cricket protein foods. So when I was 14 years old, I decided I'd go on a vegan diet, and I did that for health reasons. But while I was doing it, I got very paranoid about whether I was missing certain nutrients. And I discovered that vitamin B12 is not found in plant foods. And that's not the only thing not found in plant foods. So this led me on a path of understanding nutrition. So I'm a deep thinker, and I've been researching cricket protein for the past 2 years. I've looked at all the sides of the production, from growing them to producing them into products. Now, I also have looked at all the competitors worldwide and the different insects they're using. And something I really enjoy to do, well, in the past, I've run out of supply, but I was making a chocolate drink at night, around midnight, and having some cricket powder in it. A simple way to boost my nutrition. So I also study a Bachelor of Global Studies, majoring in Environment and Sustainable Development. So the problem is that there's a limited number of natural sustainable food choice options that are nutritionally complete. And the only current ones are chicken, milk, and eggs. And I exclude plant-based ones which are supplemented because they're not natural. So the plan of the business is to make cricket protein food products. They're highly sustainable, nutritionally complete, and they're natural. And in addition to what you see on the graph in low usage, they also produce less methane and CO2. So my target market is men that work full-time and are interested in fitness and diet, e.g., they go to the gym. So there's actually been studies in 2019 by a New Zealand provider called Ag Research. 67% of people would be likely to try insects if in a powdered form and in common food products. Over 50% of them said they'd be likely to eat crickets. So I did a Facebook survey that had a few replies, which indicated that this was their favorite product, a chocolate almond cricket protein bar. And I found that these fitness people preferred low sugar and darker chocolate options. So one bar could be $5 for 80 grams, and this was just in Auckland. So each bar would be $5. There's about 700,000 gym goers based on a 2016 study. And I calculated half of those would be male. Half of them might try it, and half of them might be continued users, which is 12.5%. So 90,000 people. And 90,000 times 5 is potentially $500,000 revenue. So the roadmap. First off, I'd figure out what product they want. Then I'd take it to the university food program and develop it, sell it in gyms, shops, and health food stores, advertise it on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and then provide customer incentives to get more users.
You're at 3 minutes.
Okay, understand users and expand. So this was the final slide. I just need a co-founder and general operations.
Stop. Well done, and well done getting that final slide in there. Kyle, as a man that, you know, goes to the gym, that might be part of this target market. Well, do you have any question for Miles?
Actually, no. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Holt Prize, H-U-L-T, Holt Prize. So check it out. The winners in the first year made insects into food, create a little economy. People grew the insects and sold them, and they put it in bread. And I think they've had a lot of success. So maybe look into that.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I'll try it. Sounds cool.
Awesome. Amanda, over to you.
Further market research suggestion for you, Miles. GoTerra is a woman out of Canberra who's producing 5 cricket and fly products, some for animal consumption and some for human consumption.
Yep. What's it called? GoTerra?
GoTerra. I'll put it in my judging notes.
Yeah, thank you.
She's an awesome producer, and it would be interesting for you to talk further about the market.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Amanda. Ian, do you have a comment question for Miles?
Oh yeah, I always approach the cricket thing, nutrients, from an environmental standpoint. So not only is this great from a social standpoint in terms of B12 for vegans or vegetarians, but also from an environmental standpoint, we can't sustain ourselves if we keep on eating cattle, right? So.
Fantastic. All right, Miles, you're done. You're finished.
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
If you would like to stop your screen share now, we will invite our next future Hexie to the stage. Karina, I see that you're here. Well done, Miles. Back into the audience with you. Go mix up a cricket milkshake to celebrate. Chocolate flavored by the sounds of it. Well done. And Karina, I do have your slides. Awesome, fantastic. Now I just need you to turn your video on, and I can see that you're off mute. So we'll do a quick test with your mic.
Okay.
All right, now I can hear you, and now I can see you. Wonderful.
Excellent.
Well, excellent. So Amanda, Ian, Kyle, once I have a thumbs up from you, there we go. Karina, it's over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm Karina. I'm a social entrepreneur and on a fair trade journey since 2010 after escaping a 20-year corporate career. We have all enjoyed a fair trade coffee or chocolate and are okay with paying a little more for this. Consumers today want to know if it's eco, green, ethical, sustainable, but they get confused over the differences. So as a small fair trader, I need to stand out. Accreditation and endorsement does that. There's no typical fair trader. We each have a unique connection with our trade partners. So some of us retail, others wholesale or develop products. Most of us are tertiary educated, have a social impact focus, micro-sized, and stretch our time and resources to the max. I had many questions when I started out. I imported a variety of products, so should I go for global accreditation or national endorsement? What information did I need? I spent a lot of time comparing forms and I went for it. Ended up being a 6 month of back and forth with questions to the association, suppliers and peers. Nothing's changed. Some persevere, but others will just give up. So what I really needed was a one resource with guides to take me through the process and expert support to answer my questions. Accreditation Made Easy is that resource. This website cuts application preparation time in half and prepares fair traders for biannual audits with regular fair trade health checks. There's little support for fair traders like me. Certification organizations are stretched to the limit in their member services, as I know from experience. The website offers a variety of free services, such as selecting the right certification for a business, forms and basic guides, and fair trade news. A yearly membership includes expert hours and health checks to prepare for biannual audits. Experts are charged listing and referral fees, and certification organizations pay for facilitating their applications and audits. These certification organizations are also the major competitors. I want to turn these into partners, using them as referral channels. Fair trade's just the beginning. The business model is scalable to many other fair and ethical certification schemes, global and national. So what's next? Finding a wonderful surprise co-developer, a lobbyist extraordinaire to establish collaborations, and find development money to kickstart this with the Fair Trade Association of Australia and New Zealand. And as I always say when tackling challenges, Hakuna Matata.
Oh, Hakuna Matata to you, Karina. Well done. Congratulations. Do we have a question from our judges for Karina? Amanda, over to you.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Karina. Have you started talking to the Fair Trade?
Yes, I have.
And what's their reaction?
Yes, I'm actually also an executive member there, so I'm very familiar with the situation. I have been in fair trade for over a decade, actually 20 years, but officially for the last 10 years. And it's like there's a lot of people in the pipeline, but many of them give up just because of this process. So it's a way of actually building the global network, because if one person joins and becomes accredited, their ripple effect of that accreditation is really big, because they are actually connecting across countries, across continents. So it's really a big impact.
Well done. I actually think that we're coming up to our time. So unless there's an urgent question, I think, Karina, well done. You're finished. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Karina. You can go take a deep breath, celebrate, sit back as an attendee and just enjoy the rest of the pictures. We only have a couple left here. We do have our one group, so we had a bit of an early merger, which is always wonderful to see. Wandia, Mohammed, and Joe, I see that you're here now. Wandia, if you want to unmute yourself, I will check your sound. Mohammed, I can see you. Wandia, I can see you. Mohammed, do you want to do a quick sound check?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, there you are. I can hear you. Wandia, can I hear you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So we
Great,
just
yeah.
need Joe here.
Hi, I can't seem to be able to turn my mic on.
Well, we've got your mic. We need your camera.
Sorry, not my camera.
Just make you a co-host now.
Yeah.
1 second. So once we make you a co-host, you just need to start your video. And who's going to be sharing screen?
Me.
Mohammed. Okay, if you want to start sharing now.
Yes.
Excellent. While we sort out Joanna. Okay.
Can you see the slides?
We can. So we'll just pop into presentation mode while we find Joanna. So Ritika, are we able to make Joanna a co-host?
He's already the co-host.
Okay,
Yeah.
Joanna, if you're a co-host, you just need to press start video down the bottom.
So all it has is hide non-video participants and hide self-view.
Okay.
So I pin myself maybe. Yeah. No, I don't know.
That's okay. So just at the bottom of the, do you see a share screen button and a chat button?
The chat button, yeah.
Yep. So to the left of that, keep going left. You'll see a mute and a start video button.
Oh my goodness, there it is. Sorry.
No worries. We got there in the end.
It's the nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the nerves. Sorry. There we go.
No worries. Well, it's good you've given our judges an extra minute just to make sure that they're up to date with all of the results. So I'm going to assume that they're good to go. And Wandia, Mohammed, Joanna, over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello. 55% of children in rural Kenya are unable to read and comprehend a basic sentence at age of 9. My name is Wandia, and I come from this beautiful village in central Kenya, which happens to be low-resourced. In my home village, children are eager to learn, and sometimes you can spot some children as young as the age of 5 years walking long distances to school. However, there exist some serious challenges in accessing books to read. So to put this into context, in some classrooms, one book is shared amongst multiple students, and the nearest public school is about 20 kilometers away. This is a huge problem because inaccessibility to books and educational materials creates inequality in education. I am a passionate believer in giving free access to books to children who wish to read. Children who don't read and write often perpetuate communities with poor education, which in turn leads to poor health outcomes, unemployment, inequality, and even exploitation.
Hi, I am Mohammed. We want to solve this problem by establishing a library in the community center in Nyeri. We will call this space Maktaba, which means library in Swahili. This is an example of the community center. The local government offers the space graciously. The staff we will have in this library will be a teacher to manage the library and the activities, including volunteers. We want to establish partnerships with local publishers from Kenya, local governments, NGOs, and other schools in the area.
Hi, I'm Joanna. Imagine the Maktaba, a safe place for children to access books, a place where children will engage with a qualified teacher who will actively, not just passively, develop the children's literacy. Let's break the cycle of poverty these children have become accustomed to. They will be able to sustain themselves as the highly literate adults of tomorrow, and they will support their families and communities. We desperately need a maktaba. What we're asking for is an initial startup cost of $4,000. This will help us fit out our shop and staff wages for 6 months. We're also asking for book donations, referrals to charities and partners, and we're asking for your mentorship and guidance.
3 minutes.
Thank you for your time.
All right, well done. So we have a collaboration across the Tasman with 3 people that have never met before Tuesday coming together. So Amanda, Kyle, Ian, who has a question? Kyle, over to you.
Hey, well done. Don't be nervous, you did great. A friend of mine actually won the European Holt Prize years ago, and they had a library, same idea, the same problem they want to solve, and they put laundry machines, washing machines in there to fund the library. I can put you in touch with them. I think it's still going somewhere in South Africa. But,
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
just
amazing.
connect you guys on LinkedIn.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Amanda, you are next, and then we'll jump across to you, Ian. Amanda?
Yeah, a friend of mine established, just recently, last year, established a book exchange in Melbourne. And the idea is that you get all the books from the French nationals who are moving away from Australia. They donate them. And then the people who want to read them buy the books, and then all the proceeds go to a publisher of Aboriginal books to help Aboriginal literacy. So she would have some very relevant experience to share with you about building the platform and roadblocks. So I'll put her email into my comments.
I love
Thank
this.
you very much.
Questions happening. You guys aren't getting grilled at all. Maybe Ian will have.
So a challenge with a not-for-profit is financial sustainability. So after 6 months, there's no more money coming towards you if you do find a benefactor. How would you, number one, continue the operations and then increase the impact? Because the impact, I can certainly see the impact model. I just want to understand a little bit more about the financial sustainability model.
So in this model, we've included a shop at the library in the community center, which is going to earn income. So this shop is going to have stationery and basic groceries that individuals in the community can come buy. And that money can be used to pay the teacher and also for small maintenance.
Excellent.
So,
and I'm sorry, Wendy, I'm going to have to cut you off there, but obviously you've thought long about it, and whether it's a shop or, as Carl mentioned, the laundry option as well. Some amazing options out there to do some fabulous and good work in the world. Joanna, Wandia, Mohammed, you're finished. Congratulations. Well done. What an effort. Now we are down to the final 2. Pranav to the stage. Can I have Pranav? I see you. Excellent. Now, Pranav, we're just making you co-host. As soon as you're co-host, there we go. We can see you as well.
You can hear me as well?
And we can hear you. If you'd like to share your screen.
Sure.
Wonderful. Well done, Pranav. And we can see your screen, so I'll get a quick thumbs up from the judges and then we'll be good to go. Okay, Pranav, over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Pranav, and I'm the founder of Car Choice, a used electric vehicle marketplace. So what the problems? There are a few. How do we find a fair price for a used electronic vehicle? The traditional used car dealers are either not interested or lack information to answer the queries relating to EV, and this frustrates the buyer. People do want to switch to EVs, but they do not want to shell a lot of money. Buyers do not trust that random EV seller on a Facebook marketplace or Gumtree. They have often been scammed. Sellers see their time getting wasted when they have to show their cars to multiple people multiple times. Here's a solution. We will develop an algorithm that will factor in the battery health, which is the key component to put a price on the electronic vehicle. We'll develop a website that only lists verified used EVs that have been verified by our in-house technicians who go on site, verify the condition and the authenticity and the ownership. It's a great value buying opportunity as all these EVs usually tend to lose a third of their value in 3 years. This saves customers money on pre-inspection costs, and we can also add values like insurance and finance. The electric market is here to grow. The capital expenditure on battery electric vehicles is then to double, reaching 120 billion in next 5 years. There's going to be 600 new EV models launched in the next 5 years, which means there is a sizable market for a used EV marketplace. The government is spending a lot on infrastructure to support the industry. So we will make revenue. The primary source would be the listing fees, and this can be at a premium cost since we are offering authenticity and hassle-free experience. Advertisers who'd want to sell their electronic vehicle related products can advertise on the website and another source of income. They can be commissioned from financiers and insurance who will be listed on the website. Why me? So I've got hands-on experience working at a used car dealership since it's my background family business. I've worked my way from ground up, from cleaning the vehicles to making my first sale. And this passion led me to do my bachelor's in automobile engineering. Currently, my master's focuses on technology management, and this puts me at a great spot to lead a company as such. What we need is technicians who understand the battery operated space. We need connections to data sources so we have valid data to develop an algorithm that gets to a fair price of an EV. The future looks bright. We can start getting eyeballs on the website by educating the buyer, giving them resources like subscription fees of EVs.
Wrapping it up, Pranav. Well done. You got to your ask, and we see that you've got your future there. Congratulations. That was absolutely wonderful. Amanda, Carl, Ian, who has a question for Pranav? Amanda, over to you first.
I've just recently bought an electric car and the whole experience was seamless. And I did a trade-in of my petrol car, my diesel car. So this is available currently, but maybe not for EVs. Have you researched the market well?
Yes. So even now, the dealerships, if you go to, you probably went to a good dealership who are promoting EVs, but still now they're still moving at the same pace as the automobile manufacturers. And they would want to sell hybrid vehicles more because they generate more money off it. They get money off when you bring your car for services, which is not the case in EVs. So they're still pushing for IC engines and hybrid vehicles. That's why if someone who specializes in used car EV sales has an edge.
Good, great answer. Ian, did you have a question, or Kyle? Kyle, over to you.
Great presentation, Prav.
Thank you.
How are you going to develop your algorithm? Where are you going to get the data and the domain expertise to label the data?
That's what needs a lot of research, and that's what I lack right now. That's why I'm looking for someone who can provide me connections, or probably a data scientist, to someone who can help me with developing an algorithm, because that's not my field of expertise. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Excellent. To a data scientist, something. The greatest barrier in machine learning is not actually the algorithm, it's getting access to clean labels.
Clean data.
Well, that's precisely why he had it in the ask, so you're very aware of what your needs are, Pranav. And I think I need to purchase an electric vehicle off you in the future, because this is going to be one hell of a business. Congratulations, you've done it. Looking sharp as well. All done, all finished. We only have one more final Hexie to come on board. Kristen, our last pitch for the day. We can see you here and we can see you. Can we hear you?
Hi. Hello.
Excellent. If you want to share your screen, we will get going on the very, very last pitch for our Hex 5.5 pitch day. Very excited. All right, take us home, Kristen.
Can you see that?
Yes, we can. We can see.
Okay.
Okay. So if I can get a thumbs up from everyone, we will start our final pitch. Done. Kristen, are you ready? Thumbs up?
Yep.
Cool. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, my name is Kristen and I am the founder and CEO of Finate. When I graduated high school, I was shocked at the lack of financial literacy that almost all of my peers and I had. Basic concepts overwhelmed me when making my own financial decisions and ultimately drove me to poor financial health. It led me to question how financially literate are Gen Z and individuals from low to middle income class families. At Finate, our solution to this problem is simple. We have created an interactive gamified financial literacy app that allows individuals to complete mini quiz modules from 9 core financial concepts in a fun and engaging way. We understand that financial topics are often presented in a long and boring process. That's why our app evolves with the digital world to bring the same drive as Gen Z loved apps such as TikTok and podcasts, short and sweet. With a simplified design, our users can navigate their way through the app and learn at a pace that is suitable for them, anywhere, anytime, and most importantly, for anybody. Users who complete modules are able to compete against other users of the app by earning knowledge points and ranking on our leaderboard. Low financial literacy leads to a lower propensity to save and ultimately higher debt levels. A survey I conducted showed that 80% of respondents were not taught basic financial concepts in school, with a majority of individuals describing their financial literacy knowledge as either fair or good. These statistics created the validation for a financial literacy app, with 58.8% of respondents willing to enhance their knowledge if there was one available. Keeping costs for our users as low as possible is our goal. As we partner with financial institutions, users will be charged a monthly subscription payment of $10 a month after a certain level has been achieved, which allows them to access advanced topics and content. In exchange, users will earn coins that can be exchanged for bank incentives, such as no fees on a product for a year. As we are still in the research and development phase, we hope that by the end of 2022 to have 5 sponsorships on board to back our product to share with the world. So why us? I am a Master of Applied Finance student at the University of Wollongong with advanced knowledge in financial literacy concepts. My core value has always been to help people, and I strongly believe that our product will provide the younger generation with a tool to help them make more informed financial decisions in the future, leading to an improved structure in our society. I'm currently seeking a co-founder and mentors who can help me pursue my idea into reality. If you are interested in my business idea, please contact me. Thank you.
All right, 3 minutes there, Kristen. You've done it. Well done. Okay, questions here for Kristen. Carl, Ian, Amanda. Amanda, over to you.
I'm curious whether you've looked at the new banks, the neobanks, and the services they're offering, and how that ties in with your goals.
So I haven't really had a look at those neobanks. However, I have researched that Commonwealth Bank does have some type of Start Smart financial literacy type of education. However, we want to be able to have an app that all users can use and not just for like people, young adults in like high school or primary school. So we're leading more towards that.
Okay. I think we're going to finish it there because we do need to take the judges into another room. Kristen, you've done it. You've finished us off. You've brought us home strong of the Hex 5.5 pitch day. Oh, well done, everyone. If you want to stop your screen share, judges, there is actually a link in the chat for the judging room. So you'll actually leave this webinar and head into another Zoom room. You will be able to see it there. If you can just click on that, head into the other Zoom room, we'll figure out who the winner is, and then we were going to come back and announce. So everyone that's here, hold on, hold your horses, wait, sit tight, grab a drink of water, grab a glass of champagne, grab a cricket milkshake, whatever you want to do. Stay here. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes after we work out who the winner of the Hex 5.5 pitch day is. So Kyle and Amanda, I will get you to jump across into the judge room if you can find it in the chat there. And to everyone else, if you'd like to sit tight, we will shortly be back with the judges. What an exciting time, and what a massive week we've had, taking everyone from ideation all the way through to pitching in such a short period of time. I'm incredibly proud of the group here. So everyone, hold on, sit tight. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Oh. Okay, I'm hearing doorbells, and that means that the judges are coming back into the room. If we can make our judges co-hosts so that we can see them and hear from them, and we can hear who the winner of the Pitch Day 5.5 is. I see Ian, I see everyone's here. Fantastic. Hello. Oh my goodness. Kyle and Jeanette are in the same room. It's okay. In Australia, that's COVID safe. We're okay here for anyone watching at home or overseas. Do we have a winner, Jeanette? How was the judging room? Was it tense? Was it close?
Look, there was some really close scores there, and I think on the whole, everyone did really, really well, Jack. So the whole cohort should be incredibly proud of themselves. A bit of a tough week since time we met you Tuesday morning, and even last week.
Now, sorry, Jeanette.
How's this internet going?
Yeah, I believe you were cutting in and out a little bit there, but you know, I am going to jump in because I just want to say for everyone that is watching at home that didn't see the beginning, these Hexies have only been working on these ideas for the space of a week. So what they have managed to achieve from Tuesday, because remember it was a long weekend, all the way from ideation, rapid prototyping, growth hacking, and everything in between, hearing from founders, it has been the sprint of a lifetime crammed into such a short amount of time, and they've produced some real gold out of it. So I can't believe what they've managed to do. I'm so proud of the Hex 5.5 crew. Now, Jeanette, I see that you're back. Nope, now you have frozen again. That's okay. I might head over to Amanda. Did you have any words in response to our group?
I was stunned at the quality of the presentations. It was very hard as a judge. I kept on thinking, oh, no, oh, yes, and yes. They just kept on ticking boxes. It was very hard as a judge to grade because you're all fabulous. I can't believe that you have been working at it for such a short time. The projects are obviously passion projects, which is destined to succeed if you can get the right next steps and environment to work in. So congratulations.
Yeah, I think that's something that we really, really do focus on here at Hex, is making sure that whatever you're doing, it's for your true, authentic self and something that you are really passionate about. Ian, did you have anything that you wanted to say to the group here?
Yeah, so again, I'll just reiterate a lot of the points that Amanda made. Can't believe it was done in 5 weeks. Love some of the prototype, 5 days, not weeks, 5 days. Some of the prototypes in 5 days, that's amazing, to go from an idea to an actual prototype that shows the value that you're going to deliver for user, not only the value in the idea, but the actual experience. That is amazing. So congratulations to all of you.
Well, we do have Jeanette back now. I might head to you. It looks like your internet's You're back.
Sorry about that. Turned off the microwave, made sure everything was fine. Did you want to say anything about the pictures?
Again, really impressed. I really enjoy being on the panel, the judging panel. Keep at it. I failed many startups before. One was really bad, lost all the investors' money, but now the one I'm doing now is going okay. So just keep going. Be comfortable with failure. You'll get there.
Very modest and yeah, going okay. I think they're doing pretty well. Okay, so it's time to announce the winners. As I said before, everyone did incredible. We have 2 top winners. There was just barely a point between the 2 of them. So our runner-up and the person that will be having some one-on-one time with the wonderful Amanda Durham is Kristen, founder of, was it FinTech? Well done, Kristen. So congratulations. Judges really liked your problem space and think that you've got a really good perspective there to help solve that problem. And our winner, if you want to do another drum roll, team, is the cricket-eating young man from Auckland, Miles. Miles, if you'd like to come to the stage. Ian has kindly offered to spend some time with you one-on-one and also introduce you to the Circular Business and Innovation Centre to sort of help propel your journey there. So congratulations, Kristen and Miles. Who would have guessed fintech and crickets, Jack? This is a first.
It is absolutely a first. In addition to bragging rights as well, I do believe, Miles, there is a $100 Amazon gift voucher. And you know what? I'm even going to make that Australian dollars. So you've got an extra couple of bucks in there too for Amazon gift voucher. So Miles, Kristen, congratulations. What a week, huh?
You can unmute if you like and let us know how you're feeling.
Scream, cry.
It's been a crazy 5 days, but yeah, really glad to just put a product out there and try and get some interested people.
Fantastic. And Miles, how are you feeling?
My mic working?
Yep, all good.
Okay, yeah, some technical difficulties. I'm feeling good, yeah.
Are you feeling hungry, Miles?
What was that?
Are you feeling hungry?
Well, to be honest, I didn't eat much for breakfast. I kept delaying it.
I love that. The classic Kiwi excitement of winning pitch day was, how are you feeling? Yeah, good. So I believe everyone in the Hex5.5 group is going to be pretty exhausted, tired, hungry, exacerbated, exhilarated, and I think it's now time that we thank our amazing judges. Amanda, Ian, Kyle, thank you so much. I know we went a little bit over time today, and I'm sorry, a few technical issues at the beginning, but I really appreciate you giving your time, wisdom, feedback, and offer to connect as well with some of our students. I would love to take a photo as well, because that's what we tend to do. So now that we have the winners on stage and the judges, I'm going to take a screenshot so we can celebrate all together in 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, I think that's a wrap. What do you think, Jeanette?
I think that's a wrap, and well done, Jack. Thank you for your hosting and your energy as usual. A round of applause for Jacqueline.
What a host.
What a host. And Hexies, we'll see you in debriefing a bit later. Go and like jump around a bit, get some energy up. Amanda, you are an incredible human. Thank you so much for stepping in to provide your wisdom today. Ian, what a thrill to meet you as well and to add you to the Hex family. And Kyle, thanks for being here and for bringing your expertise. So we'll see you soon. Let's wrap. Let's close this Zoom.
Exactly. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Ritika. You did an amazing job.
Yeah, thanks, Ritika.
And Luke as well, everyone in the background running around to bring this all together. Hexies, you are Hexies now. Congratulations. So we are going to be back in our normal Zoom room in, say, about 10 minutes time. So grab a drink, run around, do whatever you want. 10 minutes time, we're going to have a debrief in our Zoom room. To everyone else watching at home, thank you so much. This has been Hex with the Hex 5.5 Demo Day. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.